South Jersey. It's the Patty Cakes YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's guest, all the way from the Sunshine State, please give a warm welcome to the self-proclaimed king of citrus, the Key Lime.
Hi bakers! The key lime is my favorite citrus fruit and I look forward to it showing up at my local stores this time of year. I wanted to bake you something with key lime that wasn't the delicious but expected key lime pie, so I opted for a lime melt-away cookie, which is a lightly sweet shortbread cookie with a unique texture that comes from the combination of cornstarch and powdered sugar. I also prepared a no-bake, fluffy, and light key lime cheesecake. A version of this cheesecake is rumored to have been served at Woolworth lunch counters back in the day. It's light and delicious, and you won't be able to eat just one piece. If anyone remembers eating this cheesecake at Woolworth, please leave me a comment. I asked my mother and she didn't remember it, and it's not like my mother to miss a good citrus cheesecake. Just a short side note, if you're unable to find key limes, then Parisian limes will work just as well in all these recipes. This is everything that you will need for the lime melt-away cookies. I will leave the ingredients and the metric and cup measurements in the description. In the medium-sized bowl, combine your softened butter and finely grated lime zest. Then add half of your 10x sugar, which is about 1 1/4 cup or 154 grams of your confectionary sugar. Beat everything until light and fluffy. Now separate your 1 room temperature egg. You only need the egg yolk for this cookie, so save the egg white for a nice pore-reducing facial mask. Now it's time to add your key lime juice, your vanilla, and your salt. Stir well until the salt is dissolved. You are now ready to add the lime egg mixture to the butter and sugar. Mix the ingredients until they are well combined. Add the flour and cornstarch. Mix until just combined. Do not overmix or you will have a tough, dry cookie. Cut your cookie dough in half and slowly start to form a log onto a piece of plastic wrap. I absolutely hate plastic wrap, so this can also be done on a piece of parchment paper. You can use a ruler to help you form a nice, neat log by pushing gently against the cookie dough and plastic wrap. You are looking to have a cookie log that is 10 to 11 inches long. Be sure and refrigerate your dough for at least 2 hours. I will occasionally take the dough out of the fridge within the 2 hours and give it a quick roll on the counter. Cold dough makes a much more uniform log. Once your dough is chilled, preheat your oven to 350 degrees and line a cookie sheet with parchment paper. So remove 1 cookie dough log at a time from the fridge and using a sharp knife, cut into 1/4 inch slices. Bake your cookies for about 12 minutes. Do not underbake these cookies. You're looking for a light golden brown ring around the outside. Transfer your cookies to a wire rack to cool slightly for about 8 minutes, but while still warm, toss the cookies with the remaining confectionery sugar. I like to do this twice actually. I do it once, I let them cool a little bit, and then I do them again. I hope you all try baking these scrumptious, simple cookies. Now on to the key lime cheesecake. Yum, yum, yum. This is everything that you will need for your key lime cheesecake. I will leave the measurements in cups and metrics below in the description. Just a side note, I will sometimes use food grade citric acid in citrus desserts if I want to give them a little more of a citrus kick. This is a great trick if you want to give your desserts a little more pucker. I forgot to film this, but the first thing you need to do is to prepare your Jello so it has time to cool. So you're going to add 6 ounces of lemon Jello to 2 cups of boiling water. You're going to mix it well, and then you're going to put it in the fridge, and you're looking for it to thicken. You don't want it to gel up, but you do want it to cool down and thicken. Crush your graham crackers into very fine crumbs. You can either do this by putting them into a Ziploc bag and crushing them with a rolling pin, or just using a food processor. Now add 1/2 cup of sugar to your crumbs and your melted stick of butter. Then you're going to stir everything until the crumbs are evenly moist. I'm sorry if that word bothers you. You're going to now grease a 13 by 9 pan. I made the mistake of putting parchment on the bottom of the pan. I do this a lot to try and preserve scratching my pans up too much. Don't do this. This was a mistake. It made it much harder to get out the cheesecake without losing a lot of the crumbs. You're going to pour half of the crumbs into the greased 13 by 9 and pack down using your hands in the back of the measuring cup. In a large mixing bowl, add the room temperature cream cheese and sugar and beat until light and fluffy. Now add the Key Lime Zest and the key lime juice and vanilla extract. Mix until well blended. Now add the thickened lemon Jello and mix well. I decided to add about 1/2 teaspoon of food-grade citric acid. This is not in the original recipe, but I do like to put this mixture back into the refrigerator at this point to thicken up between 30 minutes and an hour. Whip your heavy cream until you have very stiff peaks. Slowly add your whipped cream into your lime cream cheese mixture. You want to keep as much air into the mixture as you can, but also completely fold the heavy cream in. You might need to use a whisk to get the mixture totally and evenly blended. Now pour your mixture into your prepared graham cracker crust. This is totally optional, but I reserved a couple tablespoons of the cheesecake batter and colored it electric green. I then swirled the reserved green batter into the top of the cheesecake to give it a lime green marble look. Cover your cheesecake with plastic wrap and let it set in the refrigerator overnight. After the cheesecake is set up, top it with the other half of graham cracker crumbs and butter mixture that you reserved from making the crust.
If you enjoyed watching this video, please be sure to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also hit that notification bell to get notified of future videos. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Patty Cakes YouTube channel.